Yo. Yeah, all right. Yo, happy Sunday. It is trying to do something a little different. Mix up the content a little bit. Content. Gonna just do a little 1 hour football chat with the homie King Orc. Yesterday fashion was a mess. Was a goddamn mess. Updates broke my mods, and then I couldn't update Sifu, and then Twitch kicked me offline in the middle of all that. I was still streaming on YouTube somehow, but yeah, yesterday was a just whole entire mess. Sorry, I had to go through that. I didn't even realize I was offline. Yeah, the stream just died. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna just chat real quick with the homie Orc. Let me just get things set up, and then we will we will have a little chat about damn NFL. 1 second, just gotta get this stuff set up. He's sitting in the Discord waiting for me. Hang on, Orc. I don't know what just came out of my mouth there. All right. And there's an underscore in that. I'm gonna add you in the stream, cause why not? All right. Sure. It's shared chat. I don't know. I don't know. Sure. Oh. No. In that case, no. No. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm jumping into Discord now. Yo. I gotta... Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right, that's fine. Gonna close this. Can you hear me, dude? All right. I'm also gonna do this. Word. Post where? Yeah, put your cam up on Discord. Wait, I was just gonna post if you're gonna share this stream, just share the Discord link in the WhatsApp, you know? Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Yo. What up? Oh, I don't think you can see it, but yeah. Oh man, even though I feel a way about today, but we'll get to it. All right. How do you want to do this? You want to game by game? Yeah. All right. I think you have to go into your chat and then is it /host? No. Raid? No. Maybe raid. Maybe they removed it, or Stream together. Yeah, that's another one. Stream together. But not sure how that works. Let me know. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm also seeing it as well. Start shared chat. Oh, okay, yeah. I see browser. All right, yeah. This is gonna take some. Okay, yeah. All right. Let's come back to it. Nah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Um, I'm also streaming on YouTube as well. OBS has like a dual stream. Really, the YouTube stream is just for VODs, so I don't keep the VODs locally. So yeah. Um, I'll just I'll send you the link to the VODs. All right. All right, yeah, let's start. So first game on the docket, I'm looking at the NFL week 3 schedule. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 games starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. Good morning, by the way. I know it's 9 a.m. by you, dude. Um, all right. Falcons Panthers. Um, this is a division game. Falcons. Are the Falcons? No, they're not in the lead for their division. I think they're second. They're tied for second in their division in the NFC South. Bucks are 2-0, Falcons 1-1, Panthers 0-2. Who am I missing? Bucks, Falcons, Panthers. No, why don't I know this? Bucks, Falcons, Saints. Yeah, the Saints are 0-2. Holy shit. Yeah, the Saints are 0-2. All right. Division game. Panthers are trash. In Carolina, this should be an easy game, easy dub for the Falcons. But I always say division games are always scary. Uh, you know, anything can happen, but I think the most that could happen is the Panthers beat the spread. Maybe they keep it close. Otherwise, I hope and expect Bijan to run up and down the Panthers. Absolutely, dude. Can't really see. I gotta zoom out or something. Yeah. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, they did. No, they were playing. Yeah, that was week 1. But last week they were playing the Vikings Sunday Night Football. And that was when JJ McCarthy kind of imploded. Uh, so yeah, but no, the Falcons are coming off a win. All right. Next, Packers 2-0 Packers at the 0-2 Cleveland Browns. All right. Let me just say this. Yeah, Joe Flacco. God bless. Yo, can't say anything bad about old Joey Flacco. He's our age, dude. Like he's like just about our age. So a shout to him, still out there kicking ass. However, I do have to say the Packers. I think I'm jumping on the bandwagon early, dude. I think the Packers might be the best team in the NFC. Um, their defense, trade with the Micah addition, they're the youngest defense in the league. And now with a lot of pressure coming up front, you know, their secondary and their backers can shine. I think this team is going to the Super Bowl. I think the NFC Championship is going to be Eagles Packers, and Packers are going to go through and go to the Super Bowl. I mean, this team is just that good so far. I don't see any downsides to them. Thanks, Jerry. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. And now about the Browns. I don't know what's going on with the Browns, dude. I mean, well, I know enough, but I do want to see Shadur Sanders. I feel like they don't want to see him progress and do well to justify them taking him that low. But however, there was a story, I think, yeah, it was earlier this week that Shadur Sanders was given an offer to go to Baltimore before the fifth round, I think, and like sit behind Lamar and like learn from Lamar and everything. I mean, Lamar is an MVP, multiple MVP winner, or no, just the one, right? And apparently, allegedly, Shadur Sanders' camp was like, nah, I want to go somewhere where I can start. So, my bad. So he turned down that offer, dude. Which I mean, I I don't know if that is true. I don't know. Maybe he was hoping for a better a better shot at the way things stood, but I don't know. Thinking about it now, who knows how many years Lamar has left? You spend a couple years behind him learning, you know. I think that would have been a lot better than whatever he's doing now, but who knows? Yeah. So whatever. So let's see. We'll see how that goes. I feel like Joe Flacco and either has to be really bad over like multiple games, or he has to get hurt. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But like something has to happen before we even see Shadur. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll see him. Yeah, true. In garbage time, that's right. So, and that's another hurdle. We got to figure out. Which I don't know what's going on. I mean, look, listen. This is the same organization that gave Deshaun Watson, $1 million. $1 billion. Excuse me. So I'm sure what they want to do is being circumvented by whoever's up top. But whatever. Next, 0-2 Texans at the 1-1 Jaguars. Um, Hang on a second. No, apparently your audio was not being captured, but it should be now. Say something. No? Wow. Look at that. Okay. That's interesting. All right, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna. Change this window, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Now talk.
1, 2, 3.
There it is. Okay. Cool. My bad. I had the wrong audio captured, but we should be good now. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, CJ.
Okay.
I feel bad for him because this is his first year, I think, first full year without Tank Dell,
Mm-hmm.
and those two work really well together. It's like Russell Wilson with
Tyler Lockett.
Tyler
With,
Lockett. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude,
Those
let me
two
tell
are
you.
amazing.
I absolutely agree that first CJ Stroud's rookie year on the Houston Texans, dude, just they went so far. And honestly, D'Amico Ryans, that was the kind of team we were hoping that Robert Saleh would have had his first year, but
Yeah.
whatever, we're not gonna talk about that. But all of that and the drop off, the injuries, this team is not what it was that first year. This is CJ Stroud's third year. And
Yep.
and they're 0-2. They got questions at running back. I mean, I personally stashed Joe Mixon, but the Texans are being very quiet on whether or not he's even coming back this year. He's on IR, which means he's gonna come back in 2 weeks in week 5. Meanwhile, Nick Chubb is on his, I guess, resurrection tour. I can't believe the Browns let him go, but the Browns, whatever. Nick Chubb is a damn monster. Who knows if you're gonna let the reins go if and when Joe Mixon comes back? So I guess that's what they're waiting for. But yes, the injuries to Tank Dell. Who's their other receiver? I didn't even.
Nico Collins. Last year they had Stephon Diggs as well, I think.
Yeah, let me just
Nico Collins, Christian Kirk. Yeah, Christian Kirk, Higgins, Hutchinson, Noel, and Tank Dell.
Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Sort by teams and then.
No, go to scores on the top right.
Oh yeah, and just do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then go down to the.
On the left side is the actual games, yeah. So you just click on whatever game, and then it'll give you all the players.
Yeah, Nico Collins, Christian Kirk, like back from the dead. Jaden Higgins, yeah. These no names. So CJ Stroud has barely anyone to throw to. The run game is the only thing strong enough, but apparently their O-line, I don't know, dude. The Houston Texans, they had that one just really good year, and then they've been struggling ever since.
And mediocre. It's unfortunate. He's got talent. He's got he's got a great arm, great accuracy. He can do really well, but.
But we haven't seen it since that first season. And then and it was funny, at the time he had the best rookie season ever, and then last year Jaden Daniels comes into town and says CJ who, and then it's just been silence ever since. Now on the other side of things, the Jacksonville Jaguars, I don't know. I never really believed in them. Travis Hunter has not made, I think, enough of an impression. I guess they're 1-1. Who even have they beat?
Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, no. Who did they beat? Because I think they lost last week.
Travis Hunter.
Anyway, Travis Hunter, yeah.
Carolina. They beat Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina, yeah. Okay, so I don't know. The Jaguars, I've just never really been impressed with them. Trevor Lawrence, I was so upset that we lost the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes and he went to Jacksonville. We got Zach Wilson instead. But Trevor Lawrence, he was supposed to be this generational talent, that was supposed to turn the franchise around and everything. And I don't know, we're still waiting for it. How many years later? We're still waiting for it, So I don't know. I don't know about this game. Who knows?
He's got bad coaching. There was a clip from the last game where he and the coach are like yelling at the coach is yelling something at him, and he's just waving them off like whatever. Oh, he said hit him on the chest or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I can't remember, but their last coach was Doug Peterson, wasn't it? Super Bowl winning coach from, because right now it's Liam Cohen, Duval, that guy. I mean, so far they're 1-1. This guy Liam Cohen was the Buccaneers offensive coordinator, so
okay.
He's supposed to be really good on offense. I mean, the Jaguars, Travis, ATN. ATN. He's been seeing a little bit of resurgence, I think. Yeah, Travis ATN. So far, so good, but it's only been 2 weeks, so we'll see. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the Jaguars win this. I think the Jaguars might be poised to win this at home, against a team that has fallen off. I think I picked the Jags to win.
It's two mediocre teams. At the end of the day, it's whoever holds the ball the longest, is going to win it, I think.
Yeah.
But Jacksonville does have my kicker, Cam Little. The one that kicked the 70-yard field goal in the preseason.
Oh, wow. Really?
So I think I'm going to give them a slight edge for their kicker.
All right.
That dude is on fucking point.
Why not? All right. But I think both of these teams are fighting for second place in their division. But we're going to get to Indiana Jones in a bit. But next.
If they get that lucky. Honestly. Because both of these teams.
I mean, the other team are the Titans. And the Titans. Anyway, 2-0 Bengals versus 1-1 Vikings. The battle of the backups.
Yeah, that's right.
Joe Burrow is out for the season. My quarterback. He's taking an L. Probably for the season. I mean, if he comes back week 14, the Bengals have to be like a game out for him to even consider coming back, but who knows? Jake Browning, possible. I guess he's been behind Joe Burrow, I guess, for a couple of years. One of the better backups versus the Vikings. And the Vikings and JJ McCarthy, he's injured, whatever. I don't know what happened to him, but do you know who his backup is? Do you know who's starting Carson right behind him?
Yeah.
Carson fucking Wentz. Who knows what version of
Marcus
Carson
Mariota,
Wentz?
Carson Wentz, Tyrod Taylor, Joe Flacco. Like, what fucking year is this?
Bro, dude. It is a time. It is definitely a time that's being had right now. Who knows? I feel I might give the edge to the Vikings. The Vikings are at home. Carson Wentz. I think JJ, Justin Jefferson is so good that, and in these wild throws of Carson Wentz, he might be able to catch it. I don't know. He also got TJ Hawk, out there catching.
I have Hawk. Hawk's on my team, but he's been underutilized.
Well,
they're not throwing the ball to Hawk.
Well, that might change for a backup quarterback. So, who knows?
Hope so. I think Cincinnati's winning this.
Yeah, that's right. Aaron Jones is out. Yeah, that's right. He's been ruled out of this game. He's on IR actually from a hamstring injury. It says okay. All right, so Jordan Mason, I guess, is starting. That's good for Ayalu's team. He's getting most of the reps, and then Xavier Scott, Cam Akers. I I didn't realize the Vikings had so many running backs. I thought
There's
they'd
a
have
lot of running
more
backs.
wide receivers,
Yeah.
but that's right. Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen is out there. He might make a
Back
who
on the
knows?
Vikings. Well, full circle.
Who knows? But yeah.
I think Cincinnati's winning this. They have a better team. Browning, like you said, is one of the better backups, and he's been with them for a few years. And he did well when Burrow was out. What was it, last year?
Yeah. I do agree. I think they have a lot more of a impetus to keep the good streak going. I mean, they've never started 2-0 as long as Joe Burrow has been on the team, you know, and they know that he's going to be out for so long, so they got to keep the train moving, you know. So at least if and when he comes back, you know, I just worry again about the defense. Yeah, they signed Trey Hendrickson, you know, to a deal, but that was only a 1-year deal, so I think it's all in this year, you know. We'll see. I think this is definitely a really good opportunity to prey on a backup quarterback, you know, and really test him. Again, but who knows? But yeah, Bengals. Why not?
You going Bengals?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Go Bengals. All right, next. 1-1 Steelers at the 1-1 Patriots. You already know how I feel about this, even though it is Aaron Rodgers, but fuck the Patriots, fuck them forever. Steelers. I cede the floor to you, sir.
Yes, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers has been kind of chill this year. He hasn't been going like off the deep end, which like couldn't you do that the last couple of, you know what? Steelers.
Dude, you know, I'm telling you, that first season with Rodgers, that defense, if that defense and then Rodgers, if he didn't tear his Achilles like that, like the Aaron Rodgers we knew died that day, I think. I honestly think. And then the year it took to come back, and then the second year we lost all the guys on defense, dude. Anyway, whatever.
We still had JFM. That guy.
Yeah.
So underrated.
Yeah, Steelers. Looking good so far. I think Calvin Austin might be a really good pickup. He scored a lot of points against the Jets. You know, he was kind of quiet since, but I think, you know, he's getting a good rapport. I think he might have a big day today against the Patriots. You know, who knows? Let's hope. Roman Wilson. I don't even know this guy. So wait. The Steelers only have DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin. They only have 5. Ben Skronik. Oh, but they run, double tights. Donald Smith, Pat Fryermuth. Yeah, okay, that's right. And then running backs, Jalen Warren. Yeah, they'll definitely do a lot of play action with Arthur Smith's defense, offense. So yeah. Steelers, Patriots, you know, I just wish them ill, nothing but, you know, I hope, you know, Mike Vrabel running his ass up and down. I hope he trips and falls on a damn cable or catches a flag or a tech or something. Just, you know,
runs into the ref.
Just fuck him. Whatever.
Throw him out of the game.
Gone. They're at home, you know. No, but honestly, I do. If and when they do figure this out, especially with Vrabel over there, it's gonna be scary. You know, it is gonna be scary, at least defensively. I'm hoping we can steal one from them, you know, in a couple weeks. But otherwise, you know, I think, you know, if Vrabel still has it, you know, I mean, Vrabel was fired for a reason, you know, so you know. Maybe the Titans know more than they're letting on, but anyway, so
I think Vrabel's overrated. I think people are just looking at the name and seeing the past achievements, accomplishments, not seeing what he's doing as a head coach.
Because yeah, how many times did he have a #1 AFC ranked team with the Titans and just with Derrick Henry, and just not punch it in? So yeah, whatever. All right, we both agree Steelers. All right, next.
Steelers.
All right, this might
Rams,
be
Eagles.
This might be one of the games of the week.
Rams, Eagles. Yeah.
2-0 Rams
awesome.
at 2-0 Eagles. The Rams, I feel like every year, I'm waiting to hear. No, for real, I'm waiting to hear. What's the Rams head coach? Sean McVay. I'm waiting to hear him like getting ready to retire. Like I feel like one year I heard that he was having a lot of stress, whatever, he was gonna retire, and then he comes back, and then last year I think they lost the AFC. Didn't they lose the NFC Championship? I think to the Eagles maybe, or they got a lot farther than anyone thought. Even with a banged up Cooper Kupp or like an ineffective Cooper Kupp, they shipped him off to Seattle. Now they got Puka Nacua. Why can I not? Devontae Adams and Matt Stafford is still back there, just slinging bombs. 2-0, who knows? I think their defense is also pretty good, pretty solid. And then the Eagles, the Super Bowl champions, always seem to take a decline, the following year. I mean, don't tell that to these guys. They're 2-0. They're still, tush pushing and running the ball with Saquon. I'm really curious to see, how this goes. I mean, I guess I give the whole field advantage to the Eagles.
I think the Eagles are one-dimensional so far this season. They are not passing well. They're running the ball hard. Between Saquon and Hurts, they're just running the ball. It's not gonna last. One of them is gonna get injured if they keep doing that because you're running it way too hard. The Rams, on the other hand, Kyren Williams, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. I don't see them losing unless unless Puka goes down with another injury or something else happens. Like I think the Rams are going to win this. I don't think Philly has enough to sustain this victory streak that they're on.
I mean, normally I'd agree with you about the Eagles being one-dimensional, but AJ Brown, and don't forget about one of the last few Heisman Trophy winners that wasn't a quarterback, Devontae Smith.
I know, I got him on my team. But look at how many yards.
Fair, because I feel like they haven't needed to. Don't forget the Eagles' defensive line. The Eagles' defense, can really just oppress opponents, like they did to Mahomes again last week. I feel like they don't need to do a lot. They need to do just enough, Yeah. And I feel like with the defense they have, that'll keep the offense, I guess, just handoff, run, maybe a 3-yard bomb, a 3-yard toss, to Devontae, and then rinse and repeat till you tush push to the touchdown, to the end zone, I don't know. I think they'll need to be really, really outgunned, outscored, for us to even see them lean on their passing game.
This is one of those games. If Hurts can't get the ball to AJ Brown and to Devonta Smith in this game, they're not going to win it. They're not going to win it purely by rushing this game because the Rams are going to score. The Rams are they're going to put up points. This isn't, Kansas City without their stars. This isn't Dallas just being Dallas. Like, you're going to need to put the ball in the air.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see. So who do you think? Eagles or Rams?
Rams. I think
All
the
right.
Rams are going to take it.
I'll go Eagles. Why not? All right. It is 12:35. Let's kind of step it up a little bit here. All right. Jets Bucks. 0-2 Jets at 2-0 Buccaneers. Now, the one thing I will say, the Buccaneers do have a couple of injuries, to their offensive line. That could help us, at least slow them down. Emeka Egbuka, their rookie, is also, I think, he's healthy, but he's healthy, but he's hurt. You know what I mean? So who knows how much time he'll get, especially maybe after a bad tackle. I mean, we also got to worry about Mike Evans, and Baker Mayfield is a dog. So, I'm not going to rule him out. I'm just worried about our offense. I mean, our offense is always the issue. I mean, that week 1 performance, beautiful, dude. Justin Fields running the ball, that naked bootleg, to the end zone. Just give us that, please. But, AVT got injured. I don't know what happened last week.
Preseason.
Oh, yeah. So, that's true. I don't know what happened last week, dude. Last week...
I'll tell you what happened last week. It was the week 1 firing of Gibson. Not just that they fired him, but how they fired him. He goes out and says, if you cost us games, you're not going to be in this team. And then goes and does that. You lower the morale of the rest of the players. Now everyone's like, oh, shit, I'm fighting for my job. If I fuck up, you're making them nervous. You're not making them feel like they're part of a team. You're just like, he's ruling with an iron hand. You can't do that shit. If you're gonna do it, shut the fuck up and do it. Don't be out there, lowering morale for no fucking reason.
I think Glenn is still trying to figure out what kind of team he has.
He has a young team. He's got to understand that you got to teach these kids, not,
But
not
I
just
mean,
be like, shit,
you and I had a conversation. I mean, you and I spoke about it earlier. I mean, Gibson, he
Gibson
bought himself a lot of credit with a couple of good plays, but since then, you look closely, he has had a more bad plays than good. He's hurt the team more than help. I mean, the help was great, spectacular, but like these little things, these little errors add up, and then that big one, definitely cost us the game, I feel like. So
that's what I'm saying, is do it. Just don't say it. Don't come out and be like, oh, put the rest of the team on notice. Like, what does that serve? Who does that serve?
I think it's gonna be really ugly for the Jets this year. Just internally, until they just figure out, until Glenn gets comfortable, because that defensive performance, dude. I mean, I just hate that every team that plays, like, if you notice, I don't even want to, whatever. If you notice national, like, replays or like highlights that feature the Jets are the team on the bottom. The Jets are the ones that teams are scoring on. The Jets are the team that every other team is dunking on, dude. And I hate it. And and last week was just another highlight reel. I mean, no one talked about the Jets game. It was the Bills. It was Josh Allen and that one 40-yard run he had, and he, stiff arm. Anyway.
And the flops.
Anyway. I think there's always an
week
opportunity.
1 we had that,
oh man, if we won week 1, dude, I think. Anyway, the conversation's gonna be different, but whatever. The Bucks. I think the Bucks, are definitely one of the better teams in the NFC, a playoff team. I think from last year. I think they're in a position to lose. I think they got a lot of injuries. I think we are in a position to pounce. But, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we can execute that.
I think Tyrod Taylor is a lot more poised. He's a lot more experienced. He's gonna be our Fitzmagic of the year. If Fields is out, I think Fields is only gonna be out one. It's a concussion thing, right? But Tyrod's gonna come out here and he's gonna show that magic that he's still got.
I hope.
Because don't forget, he was the one that took the Bills to the playoffs before Josh Allen.
No,
it was like 2017. So
my faith is I have full faith in Tyrod. It's not Tyrod that I'm worried about. You know, it's whatever ghost, whatever specter that looms in the locker room of the Jets that just don't get us across the finish line. You know?
Yeah. No, anyway, I know what you mean.
Anyway,
hopefully, I'm going with the Jets. I want to give us this one. I want Tyrod to come out and prove that he still got it.
Yeah, that'd be a nice. Yeah, that'd be a nice story. All right, let's move. 2-0 Colts at 0-2 Titans.
Danny Dimes.
Indiana Jones. Listen, I don't know who knew. Shane Steichen apparently knows in Indy. Go Colts. I mean, welcome back Michael Pittman Jr. Welcome back who's a running back over there?
Jonathan Taylor.
Remember Jonathan Taylor, dude? Remember?
I was laughing when he was drafting him.
And now Luke is laughing, you know? And then their new, that rookie tight end. Who's a rookie tight end? Tyler Warren. Funny that this guy has him. Anyway, yeah, Titans. Look, of all the highlights I've seen of the Titans, Cam Ward is the best player by a mile on that team, and then everyone else is just tier 3, dude. Like, Cam Ward is doing his best. He's running around the field. He's super athletic. He's making all the plays, but there's so many drops by receivers. Just no one else is on his level, and it's tough to watch, if I'm being honest.
Somebody said that Cam Ward is, if Will Levis pulled off the dumb plays that he tried. Yeah, that's Cam Ward.
But it worked.
Because Cam Ward can actually, but it worked. Yeah, it is. That's what it was.
Yeah. Wow, Tyler. So Calvin Ridley is over there. Yeah, I don't think Calvin Ridley was ever a number 1 receiver. I think he was in Atlanta and he was like a number 2.
Yeah.
Him being a number 1, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about who's this guy, Alec Ayomanor. Oh, he's a rookie. Tyler Lockett is in Tennessee. Wow.
Tyler Lockett's just in it for the paychecks at this point. I don't think. Yeah. I don't know.
That's tough.
I thought he was gonna retire with Seattle. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. He maybe he might go back off season. Who knows? Anyway, Colts. Colts go 3-0.
Yeah, 100% Colts. 100%. I'm with you.
All right. Raiders Commanders. Did you? I don't know if you saw that Monday night game. The Raiders, Chargers. The Raiders. I mean, Geno Smith. I mean, well, maybe the Chargers' defense is really good. You know, maybe I'll give that, but it was just tough to watch that Raiders offense. You know, Genty couldn't really, get it going. And really, their offense is Brock Bowers, and then, and then whoever their wide receivers are. I have to go look them up. Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
Dante Thornton. Yeah, I don't know these people. And so, yeah. I don't know that you can get... I don't know if you can get an offense going off a second-year number 1 TE and a rookie running back, but I don't know. Commanders, Marcus Mariota.
And Deebo fucking Samuel.
Deebo Samuel,
fucking
Commanders. Big dub.
Yo, seriously, I'm going with Washington. That Zach Ertz is making plays. He's a
Zach
top tight end
Ertz,
right now.
crazy. I thought he was going to retire the second he landed in
Same.
Washington.
He's
But he
he's
stuck
injured
around.
his foot twice now.
Yeah.
And he's still out here doing this. Respect, dude. I'm giving this to Washington. I think they have they don't have Jaden Daniels, but I think Marcus Mariota can get this win for them.
Yeah.
They have the talent around him.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. All right, you want to start with the 4 o'clock ones?
Yep. Denver and Chargers.
Yeah.
Yo, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's, I like him. All right, he's out here just slinging the ball. He's got a lot of great receivers. Quentin Johnston. I didn't think that he would still be able to haul in those balls. You know, all those highlight reels of him dropping passes.
Who knew?
Left
Who
and right.
knew? I was like, is this the same receiver? What?
He's got 3 amazing receivers.
Shocking.
I wouldn't have said that about Johnston last year, but this year he's doing well. Keenan Allen, Lad McConkey, those two, like, they're doing it for him. And he's got Conklin, Tyler Conklin from the Jets, who's actually out here,
actually being effective.
Yeah, but he's blocking. He's out there blocking for him. He had 7 points the first week, but he was kind of involved in the passing game, but he's a really, really good blocker. So he helps out that O-line. He gets Justin Herbert that extra time that he needs,
Yeah.
And then Denver. I mean, Denver's great. Bo Nix, really good. I don't want to talk shit about Denver because I know a lot of Denver fans. Plus, they're a young team. I feel like, they still got some things to figure out. But they're contenders. They're real contenders this year.
Yeah, they looked really strong until, they got hit by that buzzsaw in Indianapolis last week. But yeah, no, they seem to be a really strong team. But the Chargers, I think, Harbaugh has had a year now, to marinate and figure out Justin Herbert and that offense. And I think it's finally clicking. I think he's figured it out. Harbaugh has always been like a quarterback whisperer. He's always been really good to just getting the best out of quarterbacks. And the defense. I think the defense is somehow, in a really good place. I'm looking at their names right now. I don't really recognize, a lot of the names on the defense. I think they have a really good defensive line. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I don't really recognize Tony Jefferson. Maybe. Anyway, Denzel Perryman. Yeah. Anyway, this also might be a dark horse team. In the playoffs. But this division game, I think this is going to be a really interesting litmus test between the two of them. I mean, I know it's still early. I don't know. This could be a coin flip game. Denver's got to be able to win on the road, but I think the Chargers just have too much juice right now.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers are gonna have a big home win. And honestly, fuck Sean Payton. Sean Payton can, kick rocks. So yeah. All right.
I'm with you. Chargers. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Next.
Saints and Seahawks. I think, so Seattle's really mad with Sam Darnold. He's not doing what he came in here to do at all. Yeah. But also, he doesn't really have much to do it with. Cooper Kupp was effective, I think, last week, but the week before that, he was kind of shut down. He didn't really have much in him. Maybe he's still learning the offense, Smith and Jigba, great, out there consistently doing work. But you need, I don't know, Darnold needs a little bit more. Kenneth Walker hasn't been really effective. Last week, looks like last week he was effective. He got 105 on the ground. Nice. Okay. But I don't know. On the other hand, the Saints, Spencer Rattler ain't great. Nothing to write home about. But
Yeah.
Kamara and Johnson, Juwan Johnson, these two have been putting in work, dude. Like they're getting fed the ball nonstop. It reminds me of it's like Cordero Patterson. Anytime he's on a
Yeah.
team,
Yeah.
and he's just
Just
gonna get fed the
points.
ball and just
Yeah.
yeah, he's just gonna keep moving it. And that's who these people are on this team, but they're just not. It's not enough for them to win games.
Yeah, no, agreed. I feel bad for Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore, really good offensive mind. Um, but unfortunately he was punished with a lack of talent at the quarterback position, I'd say. Yeah, Spencer Rattler. I've seen so many videos. This guy's kind of a clown, a little bit. This guy's kind of a clown. But somehow he's good enough to play football in the NFL. Go figure. I think this is a good get right game for the Seahawks. New Orleans might come in, put up a fight, but this is a homecoming game. The Seahawks should win this, especially with how Kenneth Walker, is running, with how the offense is flowing. I think this would be a good way for Sam Darnold to get the critics, to silence the critics at least for a week.
You know
Seahawks.
what? I think Derek Carr retired at the beginning of the year, right? That's what it was. That's why they don't have a QB.
Oh yeah, yeah. He retired really late, actually. Yeah, didn't
Yeah,
he? Yeah,
yeah.
pretty
So
close to the season, so they had to scramble. So,
yeah,
I think they're gonna have a high draft pick. I definitely think it's gonna be between, um, well, the Saints and the Jets at least are definitely two teams that are gonna be looking for a quarterback. I think in the draft next year. Um,
yeah.
yeah, the Saints are definitely gonna need a quarterback soon,
Arch
ASAP.
Manning's to the Jets. Let's go. All right, so I'm going with Seattle in this.
Yeah, same.
All right, next game.
Yeah,
Dallas, Chicago.
yeah.
You want to do this one?
Uh, you do all the evening games. I did the
Okay.
first half. You do
I
you can
think
finish us out.
I don't know where I stand with this. Dallas is a mess. Dallas, they don't have the heart to play the game. It feels like yeah, sure they won last week, I think, right? But I mean they were playing the Giants. The Giants are a fucking mess on their own, right? That offensive line is trash. The defense is completely just getting obliterated week after week. I Caleb Williams, on the other hand, yes and no. Like he feels like he's good, but it feels wrong. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, he's out there making plays. He's what is he? 35 attempts, 21 completions, and then another 30 and 19, 200 yards in each game. Uh, I don't feel it's on Caleb Williams, these losses. I feel like they're just not doing enough. But I think maybe they win this one. I want to give this one to Chicago because I don't think that Dallas has the morale to win it.
I think Dallas is a good game that is being nerfed. Excuse me. I think Dallas is a good team that is being nerfed by Jerry Jones. I think they have all the talent to succeed, but their owner would rather have a good story than a good team. And then the Bears are just, I think the Bears are like the Jets in a lot of ways. The new no new coach comes into town trying to figure out who this team is, who this team is supposed to be. I think the thing with Caleb Williams is that Caleb Williams is really athletic. And that athleticism makes you think that, oh, he's getting out of the pocket, he's avoiding the rush. Oh, he's a good quarterback. But then he throws the ball and then it's 50-50, it's a coin flip. I think this is a good team that is nerfed versus a bad team. that still hasn't figured their way out. I mean, their defense just gave up how many, their defense is one of the worst, and the Bears are known for their defense, if nothing else. I know their offense, Ben Johnson's trying to
52
change their
points.
offense,
Oof.
but their defense is supposed to be what, their bread and butter, and it ain't there. I think the Cowboys win this. I think the Cowboys go over there and the Cowboys win.
Okay. All right.
All right, next.
Arizona, San Francisco. 2-0 and 2-0. Kyler Murray, who knew he still had it in him, honestly. Good for him. I'm glad he's still in there. San Francisco's got Mac Jones for week 3. Purdy's out still.
Yeah, Purdy's
toe
out
and
for
shoulder.
Yeah.
Oof. So, did they win last week? Yeah, they won last week.
They're both undefeated. Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey making his comeback tour. Doing it really in the Christian McCaffrey way, right? I think San Francisco is going to win it just because Christian McCaffrey is going to carry the team on his back, like he always does.
Yeah, I agree. I gotta say, I think one of the two of the most underwhelming teams, I think, in the league are the Titans and the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals, even though they're 2-0, I've never really been impressed by them. I've never really been scared. I mean, I'm not even gonna say it's a West Coast bias because I even follow the Raiders and the Raiders are trash. The Cardinals, Kyler Murray, I think has got to be one of the quietest. What are you doing? I know he's short, but besides that, what else are you doing? Where is Marvin Harrison Jr.? I mean, the only people I really, the top offensive producers on that team are James Conner, who's been sneaky good for a long time. The tight end who I have, McBride, Trey McBride. Yeah. Right? And then Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, go Niners. I feel like the Cardinals got to really show out and show me something, before I really have any kind of faith in what they're doing. I think 2-0 is a fluke. I don't even think they make the playoffs, to be honest. Who knows if they even finish 500? I feel like Kyler Murray's just waiting for his contract to expire and that he's going to be a backup somewhere or maybe even out of the league. I don't know. I've just never really been impressed with Kyler Murray. He's just never done enough, I feel, to, for the Cardinals. So, yeah, go Niners.
Yep.
Oh, and shout to Robert Saleh. I think Saleh and the defense, is part of their 2-0 run. I think they're going to keep it warm until Purdy comes back, and I think they make a run this year.
Yes. Saleh is a great defensive coordinator, not a great head coach.
Yeah.
I think he's perfect where he's at right now. He's going to make San Francisco's defense great.
Yeah.
You want to go to the next game?
Yeah.
Kansas City Giants. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kansas City 0-2 start the year. Fucking amazing. Giants 0-2 start the year. Expected. Mm-hmm. Right?
That first game was Kansas City, close, though. They could have won that first game, but
yeah. Kansas City, I think, without
David Worthy, Rashee Rice.
Yeah, without Worthy. Rice is out too. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, Rice is suspended. That's right. Yeah. Well, without Worthy and Rice, he's got the rest of his receivers aren't really doing much. Hollywood Brown. Not doing much with it. Kelsey's in here, still trying to get help him, but also not enough to win games. I think the Giants can actually win this. Russell Wilson's been throwing his moonballs to freaking Malik Neighbors, game after game, play after play, and Neighbors is one of those guys that gets it. And Wan'Dale Robinson behind them. Both of these guys are having just massive games because Russell Wilson loves throwing the ball. And these are guys that are always open. You're going to get the ball to them. So I want to give this one to the Giants.
The Giants have an opportunity here to send the Chiefs to 0-3. Few teams come back. Few teams make the playoffs after making 0-3, right? We expect the Giants to not, but the Giants do have it. The Giants definitely have the defense, at least the defensive line, to disrupt Mahomes. I think Mahomes is going to be out of the pocket often, this game. Unfortunately, I know Kelsey's out there. I think Pacheco is also like due, for a game. But no, you are right. Neighbors, Robinson, Tyrone Tracy, is out there. Cam Skatibo had a big game,
Sexy Dexy, he's gonna keep Mahomes on his fucking toes.
I think the Giants can do it. They can do it. Yeah. They have it, but they just got to go execute. I'm hoping the Giants do it, but Mahomes is too wily. Andy Reid, he rarely goes 0-3. I fear they will figure something out. I think this might go to overtime, but the Chiefs might walk away. I think it takes an extraordinary effort from the Giants in the second half to win.
Okay. So who are you going with? Chiefs?
Yeah, Chiefs. Unfortunately, I got to see it from the Giants first. But I think that I don't think Andy Reid falls into that 0-3 hole.
Okay. And then game of the week, I think. Detroit, Baltimore. Dude, I just expect a really freaking good game. I have 3 players across both of these teams. Mark Andrews hasn't been showing up. I dropped him. If you want to pick up Mark Andrews, he's on the way.
Yeah.
He's not bad, but again, he's just not being impactful. Just like last year. Beginning of the year, he didn't do much. Towards the end of the year, he started doing more and more. They built the confidence in him. Derrick Henry got shut down last week after the Browns were saying we're going to shut him down. They shut him down. So respect to the Browns. They did what they said they were going to come in and do. But they still lost. It's really a matter of, I think, in this game, who's going to run the ball better, because who's going to run out the clock. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a really good game. I want to give it to Baltimore. I want to give it to the Ravens, because I want Lamar Jackson to get that MVP he deserves.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep it short. I do like both of these teams. I did think there was going to be a fall off on Detroit's end with both coordinators leaving. But they did have they scored 52 points, at home last week. However, it was at home and it was against the Bears. They're on the road in Baltimore Monday night. Not that they're afraid of primetime, but I think their magic only works for them at home. This is going to be a defensive game for the Lions. I think they can score, but they're going to have to keep the ball away from the Ravens. I agree. Ravens win.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So, game has started. The Jets do have the ball.
Tyrod Taylor, let's go.
Tyrod Taylor, 2nd and 3rd. Short pass to Wilson. No, that is Smith. All right.
I got first and I'm a little behind, so
yeah. All right, man. Cool.
All right.
Let's try this again next week. We definitely got to be a little quicker with the maybe we'll have like a little timer, like save it, keep it to like 5 minutes or something. I don't know.
Per game. We'll see how many games there are and then split up. Yeah.
All right, word. This was cool. Right. This was cool. Let's do it again next week. Let's go Jets. Word. GG's.
GETS, Jets. Let's
go. Jets, man. All right, peace, dude. Later. All right. Word. So that was a little football Sunday talk. Definitely something him and I have been talking about doing for a while. Hopefully we can keep this going. And I totally forgot to invite the rest of the league so that they can also chat and engage. But yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Those of y'all that did watch. My Jets are playing. So I'm gonna go watch and hope they don't lose. And I'm noticing my music died. Where's my music? There it is. All right. Weird. Okay. Hey, GG's. I'm gonna be back hopefully next week. Like I said, I'm gonna be playing Hades 2. Yeah. That hopefully that'll be Friday. That'll be this Friday. But y'all have a good week. GG's.